Greetings and salutations, my dear audience. This is Joe St. Egg Benedictus, just coming at you with a very brief book review of a commentary series that is from the late 1800s, early 1900s, actually originally published in 1906. It is this commentary series. Let's see. Expositions of Holy Scripture by Alexander MacClaren. There are, I think, something like 24 volumes, if I'm not mistaken, or 20 volumes. I dug this out of the church library before we dismantled the church library here at church. And this morning, I pulled it out because I did a study on Philippians for my sermon. So you can see there, that's 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Philippians, Colossians. Alexander MacClaren was a Baptist preacher in England who lived between 1820s and died around 1910. The original publication date for this particular series was 1906, that I mentioned, and this particular set does not have a copyright date, as you can see. The writing in there is from the librarians, okay? I think it was originally obviously published in Britain, so this is probably a 1950s or 1960s set. You can see it's very worn. Here's another copy of Wear and Tear. They're basically sermons on various scriptures within the book. For instance, in the Philippians lesson, I read on Philippians 3, which is my sermon for this Sunday. Let's see here. The race and the goal, which is on Philippians 3, 13 and 14. And really is very well written, very well engaging. It's engaging. MacClaren was not only a theologian who worked in Manchester and Oxford, but also studied English poetry and literature. I kind of marked this out to give you a feel of some of the great lines from the book. Nothing short of the full measure of the likeness of Jesus Christ is the measure of our possibilities. So I thought that was pretty cool. And just a great commentary series. And just to give you kind of a feel, I have more there, right there. And actually that is to prop up my video camera when I do midweek Bible studies. This particular one I grabbed because I went in the back of all of the, in all of them, and this is what I can tell is the earliest record of somebody checking out this particular series. April 14th, 1971, by Mary Aldendorf. We have an Aldendorf family here now, so that must be either a mother or an aunt. I'll have to check with some of my parishioners. But April 14th, 1971, that's the earliest that this set was checked out. And it could be that this set was probably either purchased in the 60s or 70s, as I mentioned. It could have been published as early as the 1950s. If we go over here, I have the rest of the set here. As you can see, my camera's being wonky. So it is a pretty neat set. I've used it before. I don't use it often, but when I do read it, I am blessed and fulfilled, and it's just a really neat, old-timey kind of commentary that has just good writing, good research, and give you kind of a good inspiration for your sermon. Anyway, that's the Expositions of Holy Scripture by Alexander MacClaren. They do sell them today. You can get a set for about $150, newly published, of course. And if you're into old-time kind of works, especially Baptist English kind of prose, you may want to look into it. All right, like, subscribe, and have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in our next Bible review or our next book review. Talk to you later.